Hey, Vortex here, back with the review of the Marshall mode. This is the version that doesn't have the EQ, because I was told there's another version that has on this button it's meant to be gold, so it's meant to apply an EQ of sort. Obviously, I've only bought this model. I never knew that even existed, and it's good to actually review something that's actually not Chinese. Because a lot of my stuff's Chi-Fi. But let's get into packaging. Packaging, as you saw in the unboxing, it's not too bad. In there was the instruction manual, and underneath is these tips. Massive. The ball's really wide, as you can see. I'll show you in a second, but quick rundown of it. Obviously, to answer a call, press it once, end it, press it again. When you play music, obviously very self-explanatory, but once to play, once to pause, obviously press it twice. Next track, 3 times previous track, and there's all the sizes. By default it comes with the mediums, which is this one. As you see, the ball's really big in comparison to there you go. This is a ZS10 Pro for comparison. See, quite a bit different. Obviously there's the size difference for you guys who got the ZS10 Pros. Quite a difference. But yeah, there's the bunch of tips, and they actually say on the side, I'll try and see if I can bring it on the camera. There we go. L. So quite straightforward. The cable. When I unboxed it obviously in the unboxing video, I was expecting the cable to be quite janky because of how it was, packaged, but it's fine really. 3.5 connector, obviously 4-pole because it's got a microphone. Grips on there, which is good to see. Plenty of strain relief. Good length cable. I'm not sure the exact length, but it's perfectly fine. Clip for your shirt, jacket, your coat, whatever. Button there, and there's a grip. See, it's gripped, textured. Bring it up. Microphone, which is actually separate, which I've never seen before. But yeah, and that's on the left one. So kind of a good idea, closer to your mouth, but for you to speak, so it makes sense really. Quite good thinking. Attached cables, which is not that great, but as you can see, big strain relief. Not for a fixed cable, it's pretty. I think it's pretty good really. Obviously the massive brand Marshall. Left. Only vent I can see is, if you can pick it up on camera, is here. Got the camera there, and that's good. So if you put this in your ear and it gets, things get blocked off, like so I think some people like using, here's the legendary blondes. You see, like here, see that vent? If that gets blocked, the bass gets really muddy. And the people who've got those said the bass is muddy because they blocked the vent. Because the vent's out the way. You can just about catch it. Yeah, just about there. That stops that happening. Talk about comfort. I'll get to sound last. Comfort. I found when you put them in your ear, they take a little bit of fidgeting. Like, they take a little bit of manoeuvring to get the best fitment, because obviously, see, it's kind of wide. See, they're quite wide, so it takes a bit of fitment. But when I've done that, and on this one, the right one, I had to use a larger tip. I had to go to large. Normally I can use mediums for both, but I had to change to a large tip. But yeah, I'm going to try these tips and something else in the future, because I've never had something such wide ball. So it should be quite interesting. But yes, the comfort was fine really. These are cabled down, so this is the left one. So obviously that's how it will be in your ear. Something like that. Get a close-up look. Get focused. There you go. This is like a rubberized texture. Not too bad. Obviously, protective mesh. Not much to say really. Talk about sound, as you guys want to know. Kind of V-shaped, really. On the back of the box, they even put like their own kind of EQ, which is there. And I agree with it. It's not too bad. One thing I noticed, as soon as I put this in here, you can tell straight away it's not like Chinese tuned, Chi-Fi tuned, because they have that peak, or they can have that peak in the upper mid to lower treble area. These don't have that. I could tell straight away they're not Chinese tuned. Is probably the best way to put it. It's a V-shaped, quite good detail, really good solid bass. Obviously V, so them elevated, but no, not fatiguing. I tried this with a bunch of music, but like with electronic music, it sounds good really. They sounded a lot better than I was expecting, because £19.99 is not that much. Obviously they're not as like clean or refined as the blondes. You know, they're not that, but for a complete package where like them you have to change the cable, obviously they're a different level, but for attached cable, microphone, build quality, sound, you know, they're pretty good. You know, they're good. I also read that there's fakes of these available, so if you are interested in buying them, please buy them from a reputable store like I did. I bought mine from Argus in the UK, which is a reputable retailer. So if you have any problems, you know, you can take them back. So let's talk about Soundstage. Enough, nothing really big, but the width was okay. Imaging was okay. Nothing, you know, nothing to really shout about. Microphone quality. Where's the mic? There you go. It was okay. Nothing to shout about. I like to have seen a version without the microphone, because without no mic there's less to go wrong, really. But yeah, so a quick short review really. These are quite straightforward. I recommend them. They're pretty good, better than I expected. They sound quite clean really. V-shaped, but not too aggressively V-shaped. You know, they're consumer based sound, so the average consumer will like how these are going to sound, because that's probably the whole point. That's it really. Yeah, so they do kind of follow their EQ. Well, sorry, their graph. Marshall mode. Tattoo, nice. And that's it guys, good stuff. Just, yep, I recommend them, not too bad at all. I'll probably keep a pair of these in my car or where I work. Good stuff. The build quality seems good as well. Good really. They performed probably better than I was expecting. Something kind of really average sound, you know, kind of basic, because it's at the lower end of the market, but sound okay, no problems, you know, good stuff. So yeah, I'll be back soon with another video.